delete this block, go to the settings and delete it, and let's bring in a full layout. Start building your page, click here on the middle. Let's go to layouts, let's select free, and we choose this one over here, the practice, and select on it. We've got a home page, then we've got an about page, contact, we want contact, careers, case studies, pricing, services. So let's use the home page, about page, contact, and services. What I want you to pay attention to is that you can see, if we click on this one, the kind of color scheme that we're working with, as well as the font. If I click on import this layout, two things we're going to talk about. The first, we're going to talk about the global styling, and the second one, we're going to talk about how Brizy is going to screw you over with the Brizy Pro element. So import this layout, and the first thing is going to be the Brizy Pro element. So this so-called free site has been designed with Pro elements. Remember those elements that you can only get on the Pro plan? And they are locked here. Thank you very much. Let's see if, yeah, there's another one down here. Do not fret. What you can do here is you can simply click here on remove this element and add your own later on. So let's click here on remove this element to clear out the page, as well as on this one, remove this element. The other thing though, is that we see that that color scheme that we had worked with has changed. It's now this, what is it, purple and teal color scheme that we've seen the whole time. Where does this come from, and how can I use the color scheme from the template that we saw in the library? Let me show you first where this is coming from. Go to the sidebar on the left where you see the little paintbrush. It says styling. As you select it, you're going to see this color swatch selection appears here. And that style of color swatches are called overpass. If I select overpass, you will see I have a selection of more to choose from. Go through it, select magazine, and you will see all of the colors update on the page very smoothly. Let's go again and select this time graceful. And you will note not only the colors are updating, but as well as the typography. And that is done down here. So the current style is called graceful, and then you have the color swatches as well as global typography that will update that in one go. This is super useful because if you decide, this color is not working for me, or you're designing a website for a client who comes back and says, I need a font that's a little bit more serious, instead of going to each of these text elements and changing out the font, you can simply go ahead and very easily change it here. That we'll do in a video document on global styling. Alrighty, so what does this mean when you import a template? Templates are associated with their own global styling. Clear this page. Go to the bottom, options, select, and select clear layout. Start build your page, go to layouts again, select free, and this one we found down here, which is called the practice. Select the home page again to make sure this is what we're going to load. But before you click on import this layout, you're going to select this one, replace global styling. And what this will do is it will bring in that preset for this template. So click on replace global styling, import this layout, and now we will notice two things again. First, we're going to notice the Pro elements that we do not want to use or cannot. Remove this element and remove this element. But then we're going to see that the typography and the colors are coming in as per the template. If you go to the sidebar and select styling, you will see now that current style is now set to the practice. What Brizy has done, when you had selected import the global styling or override, I forgot, it added that here all the way at the bottom. Nice. Now you can work with what you had seen. This is our home page and we have created it. So let's say update. Now we want to create an about page. To do that, we go to the CMS function here, and then it will automatically go to pages. That's very simple. Here the button says add new page. I wish it's up here because For me, if I think of a UX, how to make it nice and simple, I'm here at the top. I go to CMS. If I just could click here on Add New, it would just be a little whoop over there. I don't need to come all the way down to the bottom and then go all the way up again. But anyway, that's my personal preference. Let's go all the way down to Add New Page, where is the plus, and it will give us this little dialog box, and we have to give this page a title. We're going to call this our About page, so we just type in there About. It's going to automatically give you a slug, and a slug is that little thing that comes at the end of your website address. You can add a description, but we're going to go ahead and click on Save Changes. Click back here on the arrow. And now you will see that we've got two pages, the home page and the About page. And notice that this one has that green dot and that one has that little orange dot. And this means that this one has been published. People can view it. This one hasn't been published. It is still in draft mode. But remember, I told you, draft mode, at this moment, not much, not really functional for me. So you can just actually put it on publish from the beginning. To go back to that area, you simply click here and it will take you again to this area. Notice that the settings for publish and draft appear here, but it's also in the page itself. But I'm just going to add it here to publish. Publish on May 1st. Tra-la-la. And then let's say update here at the bottom. Otherwise, it's not locked in. And let's go back. To go into this page and start working on this page, you have to go here where it says Actions and Edit. And as I select that, it's going to load the Brizy Builder, but this time it's going to be the About page. Start building your page. We can go to Layouts and free. And where is this one again? This one. And let's look for the About page. And let's select again, Replace Global Styling. I thought it should do it automatically once you've done it, but seems like maybe I have to do it again. We can test it for the next one. Again, we have to remove this element and remove this element. Sneaky. Previously, you actually got those elements for free, but somewhere someone wrote some smart code to take it away from us. Update the page to save it. And next, let's go and create the services page. Do you remember how to do that? Go to CMS here. Pages automatically selected. Create Add New Page. And then Page Title Services. Slug will automatically update. Put it on Published. And then click on Save Changes. And what you'll notice also, once you have saved the page, it also gives you Translate area. And then SEO, social, and code. That is related to this specific page. Click back, go to Services, and select the Actions Edit, and we bring in the services. We go through that procedure one more time. And if you've ever built a website, go to Layouts, free. You may think by yourself, isn't there a quicker way to do this? Let's look for services. Was it here at the bottom? Yes. I'm not going to select Replace Global Styling. Sorry, I didn't test it before the time, but I think it should import those colors. Yes, you don't have to do it a second time because your global styling is already set here under the paintbrush at the practice. So you don't need to do that every time. Remove the element and we go to the bottom, remove this element and we save it again. And one more page we're going to create now is the contact page. Let's go again to the CMS function and we create that new page. We call it contact. We can call this one contact us. And then there's your slug contact -us and we put it under published and save changes. From here, you don't have to click back. You will see here on the right, you can immediately go to edit the page. And that question I posed to you just a few moments ago, can this not be done easily? Why do I need to go and load each and every page? Can I not just import all of this in one go? These starter site imports are very common in the industry. And yes, it is coming for Brizy Cloud. This is in the works and the Brizy developers have already done some work on it. It can be done in the WordPress plugin. but not yet in cloud. But what this will mean in the future, that if you come to this site, the starter site, and you want to import everything, what you do is you click on one button, it will import all the pages, create the pages for you. No mess, no fuss. But until then, you create it by yourselves. And we are looking for contact, which is this one, and import this layout. And now we just remove this element again. And if you have Brizy Pro, that will be populated with something amazing. And then we click on update, and there we go. Let's go to the CMS again, pages, and have a look at what's going on here. So we have 4 pages in total: the home page, our about page, our services page, and our contact us page. If you want to preview any of these pages directly from here, you just click on this under the link. So if I want to see services, I click here on the /services, and it's going to open a preview, and it will show us that starter template that we have loaded. Very, very simple. And let's look at one more, about. Let's do the same for about. And this brings us to the next part in the journey. How am I going to display links to all 4 of these pages at the top so that when people come and visit my site, they can easily navigate to those? Let's have a look at how you're going to do that. In Brizy Pro, it's very easy. In Brizy Free, you need to do a little bit of work. Let's close this, and then let's talk menus.